Hey guys, well today's video I am doing a tag video and I was tagged by Melissa and Kate of I Love Faces, and they had done an original tag which was called the Perfect Palette Tag, and they tagged me to do that. And I remember I didn't end up doing it at the time because I think I had just like gotten rid of a lot of palettes, so it seemed like the timing was really off. And for me, if I don't love a palette, I'll either return it or in most cases I'll end up selling it on a blog sale, like if I only use it a couple of times. So I've really tried to not have a ton of palettes lately, but this is the second version of it. And I just liked the questions. I thought I would give it a try this time, and I will put the questions below and anybody I tag, so if you want to do it as well. And if you're wondering, I did just do a get ready with me on this look. Hopefully that will be up before you see this video. We'll find out in editing because I am using a new camera, which I feel like is right up in my grill here, so I'm not sure what I think about that. So anyway, bear with me with lighting and all that. So number one is, and remember this is a perfect palette tag, so an eyeshadow palette. Number one is eyeliner, brush, or nothing, meaning something that comes in a palette. Honestly, I'd probably rather have nothing first. Second would be an eyeliner. I don't like the brushes. You know how like the Naked palettes would come with the brushes? Don't like those at all, so I'd probably rather just have nothing. A palette you have hit pan on. Whew, that'll be hard. Let me see. I have in this middle drawer here all of my palettes, and to be honest, because I do get rid of a lot of palettes, I don't think I've hit pan on anything, except if you want to call it a palette. I don't know, does a MAC palette count? I could say I've hit pan on one. That's so sad, isn't it? So I might as well just stay backed up here so I can have this drawer open. Let's see, number three, favorite Naked palette. So I have three of them. I have the Naked Basics 2. Then I have the original, which this is probably one of the best palettes they've ever come out with. And then I have two. I had three, but I returned it. I would say, I don't know, I go back and forth between really loving two, but it's one of those, it's never complete for me. If the color Naked was in here, this would probably win out. This was one of those I think I spoke about when they first came out with this palette that I was like, why didn't they put the color Naked in this palette? To me, the color Naked should be in all the Naked palettes, but that's just how my mind works, because to me that's a beautiful shade that goes with all of their palettes. I feel like that's the color that should pull them all together. So this is Naked, if you're not familiar. I don't know, every time I use the original Naked, I think, oh, it's that one, and then I use two and it's that one. But I really love this too, but I would never say it's this one because it doesn't have any shimmer to it. This is a little bit of a satin. Love this, but I'm torn. I can't make up my mind. I'm gonna go with number two. Just because I use this probably most recently, but I don't know. It's kind of a tie for me. I hate to say that and be indecisive, but honestly, yeah. Okay, next question is favorite holiday or limited edition palette. Let's see. Limited edition palette. I don't have a lot of holiday palettes, but I would say limited edition is probably this one from Tarte. This was on QVC. I just really love this. You guys know I used it most of last summer and spring. It has that gorgeous, gorgeous blush, which actually kind of matches my sweatshirt today. Love this palette. I just can't say enough good things about it. And again, it was limited edition, so I'd have to say that one. Next question is a palette you would repurchase or wish you had a backup if it's no longer available. Well, that is a no-brainer because that would be Too Faced Natural Eyes, because I have repurchased it. This is the new one, which I actually think is their better version. Not only is the packaging better, but their new shades are better. So if you're not familiar, you still have the old one. They have this great nude matte here, and then they also added Cashmere Bunny here. So this palette's just perfection. I've raved about it. I have a tutorial on it. I do have the original. I ended up keeping it in its original cardboard form. So I have purchased it twice, and I would repurchase it in a heartbeat if something happened to it because it's my all-time favorite palette. A shade you wish was sold individually. Something from the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, because Silk Teddy and Nude are definitely my two favorites from this one. And then Sexpresso, that's probably one of the best dark brown mattes. But Silk Teddy, I love. Number 7 is wild card. You pick a question from the original perfect palette tag to answer. So I actually have the original questions here. Let's see, best packaging, best color payoff, most versatile, best for traveling, biggest regret, best color names, least used, most loved, desert island. Those are the questions. Least used would be Wet n Wild comfort zone, and it could even be, I wouldn't call it a biggest regret because I mean it's only a few dollars, but you know, I never was loving this as much as everyone else when it first came out. I still have it because I feel like it's one of those I want to use it, and it was inexpensive and it's great quality. I just never reached for it at all. So it's one of those I wouldn't miss it if I didn't have it. Okay, and then the last question is the palette you would recommend to a friend. Too Faced Natural Eyes. To me, it just has, you know, if you're a beginner, it has great nude shades you could follow. It just, to me, I don't know, I just love it. I love that it's small and compact. It's not overwhelming with a whole bunch of shades. I don't know, I just love that one. Or if you're someone totally just into nudes, definitely the Naked 2. I like Basics. I like this one better because I just prefer the shades a little better than the original little Naked Basics. But so I would say this one or this one. These are definitely two of my favorite. So I think that's it. Short and sweet. I will put both videos below that the girls did so you can see their original videos, and also link or also list both questions. So if you want to do this video, I feel like I kind of cheated you all because I didn't do the original, and it has some, you know, great questions. But like I said, I feel like I return stuff if I don't love it. Like if we want to just pick, for instance, biggest regret, I would say the Lorac Pro palette. I know that's a favorite for many of you, but to me, when I got it, you know, it was finally like, okay, I'm gonna break down and get it. I didn't run out at first. It's just not something I would use. I look at it and I just am not wowed by it. It's just something about it that I think the nude shades aren't nude enough. Like there's just something individually for me when I look at the shades, it's just like, it's not quite there. So I did return that one. I didn't even use it. You know, if we want to talk about like best packaging right now, it would go to the Tartelette in Bloom. I mean, because that's just like a gorgeous, it's by far the prettiest palette I probably own right now. I just love the size isn't too big. It's heavy, so it feels nice and, you know, substantial, not cheap, and it's just gorgeous. Love this packaging. So anyway, that's a few, you know, from the original list too. Let me know if you guys do this tag. I would love to know. So definitely come back and let me know on social media or something. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Very smooth.